He was he was defining a work person, a hardworking person. What is their what drives them? Someone who's really so hardworking. Like this guy is really enthusiastic about their job. They do something, they are very hardworking, they are very busy, they are doing this and this and this and this. This is what's up. I'm going to paint for you a picture. Let's assume you are diving under a swimming pool. As you are diving, feel that oxygen, your oxygen in. When you breathe it out, the time is done. You need to breathe in. That urge to breathe in, there is a force you take so that you swim back to the top and you pull out your head and you breathe in that beautiful oxygen. Then you go back in the water. That mode is the hardest for use. Kayinda, how hungry are you for success? How? Are you really that hungry for success? How bad did you want to be successful in this business? How bad did you want to achieve your goals? Some of you want to buy land. How bad did you want it? Some of you want to drive cars. How bad did you want it? Some of you want to build houses. You want to build your first home. How bad did you want it? You have goals. Have you set goals? If in December you want to buy a land, what's at 10 a.m.? We are already, but it is ending very soon next week. Look here. Are you already having goals on paper? Are you having a work plan? How you are going to achieve that by December? Are you sure? If you want your team to grow, recruit that kind of people who are hungry for success. You can talk to someone and you see whether this person is really driven by something in their life. They want to work for something. Have you ever been with someone who doesn't have a goal in life? If they eat, they are done. Never been near those people. There are people when they lunch, they are done. They were really agamba salawo. They go to sleep when they take lunch, when they take supper, man. It's time for bed. It was such people, don't recruit them on your team. There is that you look into their eyes and they really need something. They want a better life. They want to travel. Let me tell you. When you are recruiting someone in team building, have what we call reality talk. So I want to teach you what a reality talk is. Let's assume this person is your friend. Hmm? Um, Maybe you found them on the internet, you just for some ways. Have a reality talk. Talk to them. Last time I was okay. Talk to this person. I'm going to give you an example. Let's assume I'm talking to someone who is working in Saudi Arabia, and she's a woman. I'm like, hey, can I use any name? Let me use Jackie. I don't know anyone Jackie by the way. It has just come in my head. Jackie. Jackie, by the way, I want us to talk about something. Okay. have you ever thought? Have you ever sat down? Have you ever sat there down and you thought about these things? Should be like what? Talking, thinking about what? About the future. Do you know how it's going to be? You know, really, when you tell them that you want, have they ever thought about the future? Usually, few people do that. Tell them, what do you want to achieve in the future as a woman? They'll be like, I want my kids to study. I want to have a home. I want to have a business which can help me feed my kids. Because usually, most of the girls and women who are working in diaspora, they're Ugandans. 80% are somewhere. Yep. That's my experience. Talk to that's not fair for sure. And these girls, they're working for their kids. Like, where are the fathers? These guys, they're really busy making other babies. The other women makes much, unfortunately. Anyway, out of this talk to these women, they're working for their kids. When you talk about the future, they're working for the future of these kids. Maybe she has one, maybe she has two, maybe she has three, or maybe four. Bring in the reality check. You're like, okay, that's good. I've really loved that. May bless you. May God make sure that hope you and bless you achieve that. Let me ask you a question. What's the salary? If they are friends, they will tell you. If you are friends, they'll tell you I'm earning 1.2. Okay? I'm earning 1.2 million shillings. You're like, okay? 1.2 million shillings, that's like $300. Ask them, you want to have a business, you want to have a home, you want to educate your kids. You have two kids. Let's start from the home. How much do you think you need to spend on this home? You buy a land, she'll be like, I don't need a very big house. Just to buy land, I construct just a two-room house. Sitting room and bedroom for my kids, me and my kids. Just that. Usually, that house will cost not just 25 M. Okay? An average house, of course. 25 M. Let's assume even the land is on that budget. Now, ask them, how long will it take you to raise 25 million shillings? How long? You go on the calculator, 25 million shillings divided by 1.2. That means they will need to work for how many months? These are 21 months. 21 months divided by 12. That means they will need to work for 2 years. So 2 years looking for this money. Now we are assuming in these 2 years they are not touching that salary, sending money back home, buying food, buying school fees, which is impossible. which is which is impossible at all. So you find someone making 1.2, they're only saying 500,000. Most of the money is used. They're saying 700,000. So that means if they were going to work for 2 years, now years are going to be extending. And you can use the experience. How long is my second contract? What happened to the first one? Did you learn? No. What happened to the money? They have a lot of stories. That means already the goal is shattered. Someone even in the 2 years, they cannot raise this money. So that means to make sure that this goal happens, they have to be very focused on it 4, 5 to 6 sharp years. That's when they will build a home. Remember, they have not yet raised money for business. You ask them, which kind of business do you want to? They'll tell you the business they want. Usually businesses which can help someone who was working in diaspora to come and settle down home, that business would not be less than 15M capital. Because it's a business which can really give them a reasonable income. How long to raise 15M? How many years? Another full year and a half or two. Those are how many years now? Those are 8 years. So that means she has to work for 8 years to achieve just two goals: building a home and an average home, like a small house, and starting a business. They will need to be very focused, working for sharp 8 years, not wasting any money, not sending it to wedding parties, not sending it to people who are having any other things or emergencies. They are just focused. Do you think this is easy? Do you think this is easy? Tell someone as can achieve this. Would you listen? If you can't afford to give a person 100 million shillings in a since 2021, in 2023, those are 3 years sharp. 3 years down the road, we have a bunch of leaders who have hit 100 million. You are telling this young lady that if I show you something, do it for 2 to 3 years sharp. It can help you build a home. It can help you get serious capital. You come and settle down with your kids. Would you listen? Man, you are buying her time of 5 years. She had a plan which was going to take her at least 8 years to achieve. Now you are showing that she's going to save more 5 years to enjoy life. I don't think working in diaspora is good life. I don't know anyone who enjoys it, by the way. Everyone I've talked to, they are not interested. But they need money. That's why they are there. I have very many of my friends who are telling me, if it wasn't money, man, I'll be back home. Now, if you show that person that there is money here, are you ready to work? I'm going to mentor you and chisel you and train you and work with you. We achieve this. Would you listen? That person will be like, yes. Do you know what's up? They're going to give you a very big yes. Let's take it. A very big yes. Yes or guage, yeah. I'm ready to do what it takes. You represent your business. It is this application, it's a very amazing application. That money you've been saving on mobile money or bank, just save it on this application called Balance. You're going to use this robot, takes profits out of it. Not only that, you're going to also do the community of other people. Whoever joins you, pay the $30. That $30 is going to help you build a dream. You have told me, are you ready? We go. Yeah, like yes. If this person joins, they will be your number one quality prospect. Quality prospect in your team. This is the guy who will attend all the trainings. This is the guy who will be asking questions. This is the person who will never quit the business. This is the person who will never give you any excuse why the business is not working yet, why they are not doing what they need to do. They will never give any excuse. They will be out there making sure things happen. So the way we recruit people matters. Sometimes we don't qualify people. We just recruit. We have a lot of jokers in our business. Just imagine we have people who don't want to build teams and they have capital. Aren't those the jokers I tell you? Imagine someone bought the robot. Their trading capital is just $20 and they're not interested in building it. It's not a quality prospect. You get the point? Because at the end of the year, they will renew their robot when it has not made even $100. When you get meeting, mute yourself, please. Someone's microphone is on. I think I should switch off the voice. Some people don't know how to use this app. Some people don't know how to use this application. Are we learning something? Are we learning something? If you're learning, give me a thumbs up. If you're learning, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. If you're learning something, give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Let me tell you, Elias, business can give us freedom. It can give us freedom. We don't know the future. We don't know the future. We don't. You don't know the future. You never know COVID is coming. You think about it. If you had done rescue aggressively, after 5 years, you had built a home, you were driving, you built store, or maybe you had capital, maybe you were farming coffee, maybe you planted trees of mango, and you were doing rescue business very comfortably. Out of the blue, the internet switched off, or maybe we get a war, maybe we get another go down. Are you sure you will be back to zero? Never. So you will be somewhere. You will not be paying rent. You will not be walking by foot. Huh? You will not be people who are saying, I came using your food too. Kubanga Wakola, for the past 5 years, you worked very hard when there was an opportunity. I want to remind you, opportunities never last. Never as if it is here to stay forever. No way, it will be off. Maybe it will have another competitor. Maybe crypto will be crumbled by government. The question is, by that time, if it comes, gogenda bawakola munchi. The point. I take you back 100 years ago. In Uganda, 100 years ago, some men were very sober acquiring land. Big sums of land. Others were busy in other things. I don't know for sure 100 years ago, others were doing what? What were they doing for sure? In the review, there was football. This time, there was no. There were no movies. They were making babies. The fourth generation or third generation. In my family, I think I'm the fourth generation. Some families are rich, others are poor because of that man, that young man and woman who played that time. And I'm saying this generation of ours, we are going to have the most suffering grandkids in the future. We are the most playful. People are not ambitious at all. You get the point? Hey, young men and women who are listening to me, let me ask you a question. Your next generation, two of them, what are they going to be talking about you? Did you buy? Did you buy land? Did you start a company? Man, if there is an application like this one which has come to give us real money, let's take it over. Let's do this in a hard way. We got to buy assets. Get the point? Simple. Look for quality. I'm showing you a formula 5 times 5 formula. Quality guys. When you can wait at 5 of them for you here. You are here. Okay. Quality. Quality prospect. Quality doesn't mean a rich man. No way. I told you quality person is someone who's hungry. How do you talk to someone who success, who wants good life and to work for it? They're comfortable eating bad. They have a bad phone. They're comfortable. Tebeegomba ababa bategomba tobeesemberezanga biranga n'abantu bategomba buli teegomba bulungi wallahi tabeeranga kyaliwo batalina gyakutwala. They are taking you nowhere. Someone who, who doesn't need good things in life, never recruit them, never make them your leaders. If they come on your team, they will do nothing. How about this guy who comes on the team but they're tired? They're like, why am I living in a bad room? I'm paying rent of 70,000. Think about it, a room of 70,000. Think about it. 70,000 Uganda shillings, $20. How do you think it looks like? A very bad, loud room, I guess. When you recruit such a guy who's living in that room and they're telling you, I'm ready to work, me too, I want to live in an apartment. I think you know what an apartment means. Man, it's worth some money. You need like $200 to live there. And they're ready to work to be worth that money. That guy, when he comes on your team, agenda kuchikuba paka kuolira vubi. But the other one who's comfortable, my goodness, they will never do anything. Because they're already okay. When they sign up one person and they are paid $30, they have already got rent and extra $10 to enjoy. Brush and beans. For a full month. They are okay. Look for 5 quality guys. You get the point? Quality. We said quality people are hungry. Second thing, they are coachable. Who is someone coachable? Someone coachable is someone who's ready to learn new things. One of the quality of a bad is someone who doesn't want to learn. Whatever is economy that tayagala kuyiga bya tamanyi. I had a friend. He was my workmate somewhere. But this guy had a character of Ainomo. You know those guys of Ainomo? They never want to learn because for them they usually don't know anything.